Hello friends, I am Dr. Ashish Agrawat. In this video, I am going to talk about the nitrogen balance. So this nitrogen balance may be asked in your Viva and many times in competitive exam, MCQs are asked from the nitrogen balance topic. So what is this nitrogen balance? A normal healthy adult is said to be in nitrogen balance because the dietary intake will equal the daily loss of protein through urine, feces and skin. So dietary intake of protein is equal to urinary excretion of protein, fecal excretion of protein and skin excretion of protein. Then person is said to be in nitrogen balance. When the excretion exceeds the intake, then it is called as the negative nitrogen balance. And when intake exceeds the excretion, it is state of positive nitrogen balance. Okay, so suppose a person is not taking proteins in the diet in enough amount, then he will be in negative nitrogen balance. Okay, this nitrogen balance can be actually measured by calculating the dietary intake of protein nitrogen and measuring the daily excretion. Now, which are the factors that will affect the nitrogen balance? So, first is growth. During the period of active growth, the state of positive nitrogen balance exists. Second is hormone. So, growth hormone, insulin hormone, androgen will promote the positive nitrogen balance, while corticosteroids will cause the negative nitrogen balance. Pregnancy, the pregnant woman will be in a state of positive nitrogen balance due to the growth of the fetus. Okay. Then acute illness, so there will be negative nitrogen balance in subjects immediately after surgery, trauma and birth. In chronic illness like malignancy, uncontrolled diabetes or other debilitating disease will show a negative nitrogen balance. And even dietary protein deficiency will lead to the negative nitrogen balance. So pregnancy, okay, or growth, there will be positive nitrogen balance. Okay. While in case of chronic illness or active illness, okay, it will lead to the negative nitrogen balance. Also, there is a hormonal effect. Okay, so hormones like insulin, okay, androgen, they have a positive nitrogen balance effect, while corticosteroid, okay, they have a negative nitrogen balance. Now, these nutritional indices are very important. Okay, it may be asked in the MCQ. Okay, so first is biological value of a protein. So it is the ratio of protein between amount of nitrogen retained and nitrogen absorbed during a specific interval. So amount of nitrogen that is retained divided by the absorbed nitrogen into 100, that is a biological value. Suppose 127 milligram of particular protein was consumed by a rat in a day and 4 milligram that is recovered in its feces and 24 milligram is recovered from the urine. Now what will be the biological value? So biological value, that is nitrogen retained divided by the nitrogen absorbed. Okay, so the amount of ingested, that was 127 milligram. Okay, amount that will be absorbed, okay, because 4 milligram is recovered in the feces. Okay, so amount absorbed will be 123 milligram. Okay, so this 123 milligram, we get the denominator. Okay, and amount retained is 123 minus, still we have to deduct the protein from the urine also. Okay, protein that is excreted in the urine also. So ultimately it is 99. So the nitrogen that is retained is 99 and nitrogen that is absorbed, that is 123 into 100. So we will get biological value of the protein, that is 81%. Now second terminology is net protein utilization. So it is equal to retained nitrogen divided by intake of nitrogen. So in a previous example, what was the retained nitrogen? That was 99 and intake was 127. So it is around 78%. So this net protein utilization is a better index than biological value of the protein to denote the nutritional quality and availability of the protein. Okay. So you have to remember this NPU is better than the biological value. You will have a confusion between biological value and net protein utilization. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Then what is net dietary protein value? This will assess the both quantity and quality of the protein in the diet. This net dietary protein value is equal to intake of nitrogen into 6.25 into net protein utilization. Why this 625? Because protein, okay, in protein there is 16% of nitrogen. Okay, so we divide with 100, we divide 16%, we will get 6.25. Okay, so this will be net dietary protein value. And lastly, what is the protein efficiency ratio? It is a weight gain per gram of protein intake. So we have seen in this video about the nitrogen balance, okay, which are the factors that will lead to the positive nitrogen balance and which are the factors that are lead to the negative nitrogen balance. Okay. Then we have seen about terminology like biological value of protein, that is nitrogen retained divided by nitrogen absorbed. Okay. More better index will be net protein utilization, that is nitrogen retained divided by the nitrogen ingested. Okay. And very other important is also net dietary protein value, that is intake of N2 into 6.25 into net protein utilization. And fourth was a protein efficiency ratio, that is weight gain per intake of protein. Okay. So now at the end we will see the MCQ. So you can see in the screen the percentage of food nitrogen that is retained in the body represents option A digestibility coefficient, option B biological value of the protein, option C protein efficiency ratio, option D net proteinization. Okay. So here the digestibility coefficient and protein efficiency ratio are different. Protein efficiency ratio we have seen the weight gain per gram of protein intake. So here the students have a confusion between B and D, biological value of proteins and net protein utilization. So here the percentage of food nitrogen that is retained, that is asked. Okay, so percentage of food nitrogen will be, we will get from the percentage of nitrogen retained divided by the total number of intake. In biological value there is a nitrogen retained divided by the nitrogen that is absorbed. So if we want to get the percentage of the food nitrogen that is retained, then this net protein utilization is a better marker. I hope this concept is clear to you. So this is all about the nitrogen balance. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for my future video also. And please don't forget to give your feedback in the comment section also. Thank you for watching. Bye.